Just unmuted myself. All right. If this is the first time practicing with me, make sure you have 2 blocks or something similar nearby to support. And nice to have a blanket or couch pillow nearby, some padding or something to sit on when you in a seated meditation or in any seated posture. It's very nice to have something underneath your sacrum to support your spine long and tall. And once you gather those props, come up into cross-leg seated. And simply rest the hands on the thighs or on the knees, palms facing down. And cast your gaze towards the ground. And start shifting your focus onto your breathing. And just let the sound of the breathing guide you to get the eyelids heavy, perhaps eventually fully close eyes. With the inhale, reach the crown of the head up toward the sky. Exhale, without hunching forward, just let everything out. Release the shoulders away from the ears. To help to shift your focus to your breathing from wherever you just came from, you can start introduce some counting, and we'll do some of it today. So we try to make our exhale the same as inhale, and we'll start with count of 4, but can gradually increase into 6, 8, or 10, or other numbers that suits you better. I would not be guiding today Samavritti, but if you are adding counting to your breathings, notice if you are changing the cadence of one of the breathing, just to simply observe. See if you shorten the cadence of the exhale just for the sake of matching the number, rather stick to the purpose of matching the length here. If that's the case, you rather shorten the exhale to match with rather than create a hallucination of your exhale is equal to inhale, try to shorten your inhale to match the length of the exhale. And you're welcome to stay in this Samavritti. If you'd like to proceed to Nadi Shodhana with me today, alternate nostril breathing. Fist your right hand and release your right pinky and right ring finger and your big right thumb. Bring the right thumb on top of your right nostril and gently press it. If your right elbow does not like hanging there, you can bring a block in between the right elbow and the right thigh. Just rest the right elbow on top of it. Gently pressing into the right nostril. Inhale through the left. Close the left. And exhale to the right, but keep the Samavritti cord if you can. Inhale to the right. Close the right, release the left, and exhale, let it down. That's one round. We'll do 2 more rounds together. Inhale to the left. Close the left and let it out to the right. Inhale to the right. Exhale to the left. Keep the focus of matching the length of the inhale and exhale. Last time together. Inhale. Close the left and let it out to the right. Inhale to the right. Exhale, let it out to the left. Continue 5 more rounds on your own, regardless if you're in Samavritti or you're in Nadi Shodhana. And through the 5 rounds, and just observe the pace of your breath. We're simply observing and focusing, but no forcing. With each round of expansion of your exhale, you might find that your lung is getting more and more capable of taking deeper breath. You can adjust the length of exhale based on that as well. But only to the point that your exhalation can keep up with a steady pace at ease. If you finish your round, rest your right hand down. If you're still in Samavritti with a higher count number, start lowering down. Come to your natural breathing. And exhale, let everything out. Inhale, raise arms up. Bring the palms together and slowly lower the prayer in front of the heart. Take a deep inhale. Now exhale, bow the head toward the heart. When you're ready, slowly blink open the eyes. Before we switch legs, hands on the knees and just circle around the low back, laying the chest forward, then all the way to the back, and then back forward. Just warm up the low back a bit. And we'll switch direction clockwise or anti-clockwise, depending on which direction you started with. Slow with control. With your breathing pace. Next time when you're back to center, bring the knees, knock the knees together and bring the feet as wide as the mat. Hands behind the hips. Drop the knees to the right side. And slowly come back to center and lower the knees to the left side. And just to switch in between windshield wiper your knees. And same in this flow, try to match the pace of your flow with the pace of your breathing. Next time when your knees onto the left side, come back to center. Bring the feet slightly closer as almost hip distance, pressing into the palms and lift your pelvis up into a reverse table. Press the chest up. Stay steady on the palms. Let the shoulders stay open. Let the head naturally hang. And exhale, slowly lower the hips down. Prop yourself back up onto the blanket or couch pillow. Switch the cross of the legs and back into Sukhasana. Bring the left hand to the left side. Inhale, raise up the right arm. Now exhale, side bend to the left side and pressing hard into the right sit bone so they stay on the ground. Let the right side body grow. Reaching far to the right fingertips on the inhale. Now exhale, rotate your chest up. Inhale, raise your right arm back up. On the exhale, start slowly release your right hand to the right side, but flex your right wrist. Add some stretch on the right side of the neck. An option to bring the left hand on top of the right hand, the right side of your head. Inhale, raise the right hand further away from you. And exhale, release the left hand down and face up. Inhale, raise the right arm back up. Exhale, this time open the right arm to the back of you. Gaze over the right shoulder. Reach the right hand far. And exhale, open the right arm reach the right arm to the front and close the right arm to the left arm. There's some twisting quality here. Your right hand may stack on top of the left. Bring the right hand on the left knee. Bring the left hand onto your low back. Bend your left elbow. Gaze over the left shoulder to the back of the space. Option 2, bring the left hand onto the floor. Turn the fingertips. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, revolve. Turn the chest of the rib cage toward the back. On the next exhale, slowly come back to center. I'm going to do the other side. Bring the right hand to the right side. Inhale, raise up the left arm. Exhale, side bend to the right side, but press the left sit bone into the ground. Focus on the breathing. Inhale, reaching far through the left fingertips. Actually, you can add some twist by rotating the chest up toward the sky. Inhale, left arm back up. Exhale, release the left arm down toward the ground. Keep the left wrist flexed. Option 2, bring the right hand on top of the head as an extra weight. Further open the left side of the neck. If your right hand is up, slowly release it down. Inhale, left arm back up. Exhale, open the left arm to the back of the space. Gaze over the left shoulder, all the way to the left fingertips. Inhale, imagine that left hand moving further away from you. Instead, slowly reach the left hand toward the front and all the way to the right side. Perhaps stack the left hand on top of the right. Keep the knees open away from each other. Bring the left hand on top of the right knee. Right hand behind your low back. Bend your right elbow. Gaze over the right shoulder. Turn all the way toward the back. Option 2, bring the right hand on the floor. Inhale, lengthen to the spine. Exhale, revolve. And slowly come back to center. Open the feet to the side of the mat. Knock the knees together. We'll do the windshield wiper knee side to side one more time. And hopefully this round there's less of tension and pain in this knee opening, so you can actually stay closer to the pace of your breath rather than rushing out of it. Next time when knees are up, bring the feet slightly closer and press the hips up into a reverse table. On the exhale, release the hips down and cross the legs, and we'll all come into table pose. If you have a thin mat, take your time to spread something that's underneath your knee as some padding. If you are an experienced practitioner with me, take your time to do some cow and cat or any other kind of variation. If this is your first time practicing with me, inhale, open the chest, lift the tailbone up. Exhale, round your upper back and pressing into the palms into cat. Inhale, pull the chest forward into cow. Exhale, pressing into cat. And based on that, you can add any other kind of movements. Flip your palms around, you can add some side movement. As long as you stay true and focused on your breath. And when next time you're back into center, walk your hands all the way toward the front, but keep your pelvis right above your knees and melt your chest down towards the ground into happy puppy pose. Option to stay here. Option to land onto your elbows and bring your palms together. And pull that big thumbs all the way to the back of your neck. When you're ready to come out, slowly walk yourself back up into a table. Walk your hands slightly forward and tuck your back toes and press your hips up into downward facing dog. If this is the first down dog of yours today, take your time, bend into one leg and another. Invite some space in the back of the legs. If downward facing dog does not work for you due to some wrist sensitivity or something else, you can also just come down and meet me back in table. In downward facing dog, pressing evenly into the corners of the hands, rotate your biceps forward. Keep the space between the shoulders and the neck. Even if that means you have to bend your legs even more. Lift your left leg up and stack your left hip over the right, but pressing into the left palm so your chest is still facing toward the ground. Draw some big circles with the left knee. And switch direction. Next, exhale, draw the left knee into the chest. Tap the left knee to the left elbow. Tap the left knee to the right elbow. Inhale, bring the left hip over the right hip. Exhale, draw the left knee into the chest. Step the left foot in between the hands and lower the right knee down. Find the blocks if you have them. If you do not have any blocks, hands on the ground or climb the hands onto the top of the left thigh. Tuck the thigh bone toward the midline. When you're ready, find a steady point in front of you to focus on. Imagine you're breathing into that spot. And raise up the arms into a classic low lunge. Release the shoulders away from the ears. Take a big inhale. Exhale, left hand grab the right wrist and side bend to the left side, but hug your thigh bones into each other to stay stable. And if it helps, you can release your left hand onto the ground, onto a block if it's nearby, for some extra support. But gaze still onto the spot that you chose, and still imagine you're breathing into the spot. Big inhale, let the right side body grow. Exhale, so slowly come back to the center. Hands on the ground or on the blocks. Inhale, chest open. Exhale, pin your left hip back. Ardha Hanumanasana, half split. Pull the left toes towards you. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, half split. Twice more like that. Move slowly and steadily. Stay true and focused on your breath. Next time when you're back into a low lunge, shimmy your left foot to the left side. Bring the right hand down. Use your left hand to press your left knee open. You may come up onto the pinky edge of the left foot. Take a big inhale. Lengthen to the spine. Exhale, revolve your chest up. Big inhale, option to raise up left arm. On an exhale, reach left hand toward the back. Keep the chest open. Keep the left hand reaching far. Now exhale, cover your left hand toward the front. Step your right foot outside of your right hand. Sit the tailbones down. You can slide a block underneath your sit bones into a yogic squat, Malasana. Press your elbows into the thigh bones. Press the palms into each other. Cast your gaze down onto the floor. Option to close eyes. And just savor the resistance in between the elbows and the thigh bones. Move close to the pace of your breath again if you drifted away. On the next exhale, release your hands down to the ground. You can blink open the eyes with a close. Shimmy your feet to hip distance and fold over the legs. Inhale, hands on the shin or on the blocks, lengthen through the spine. Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold over the legs. Find the blocks and bring them in front of you. You can keep the blocks the tallest way and rest the hands on top of it. You can also bring a block in between the thigh bones. And inhale, raise up the arms as an option. Into chair pose. Really the knees, the thigh bones, and the block if you have it there. If you rather keep your hands on the blocks, you can keep them there. Big inhale, lengthen through the arms and tailbones reaching toward the ground. Exhale, fold over the legs. Rise all the way up. Exhale, hand to your heart center. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold over the legs. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, remove the block if you still have it in between the thigh bones. Step left and right into a high plank. Take a big inhale. Exhale, release, option to release your knees down and bend through the elbows. Hug the elbows in. Release all the way down to the belly. Hug the elbows in. Extend your arms back, palms facing down, big thumbs facing out. Pressing the top of the feet into the ground, that your kneecaps might be lifted away from the ground. Inhale, lift the chest up, half locust. Take a big inhale in this half locust. Reaching far through the big toe so your low back is still extended. Next, release down. Let's do one more time. Inhale, reach the chest up, and option to lift your palms and top of the feet up as well this time. Shalabhasana, locust pose. Just as we were on the ground, reach the toes away from you, reach the crown of the head away from you. So we keep the spaciousness in the low back. Next, release everything down back to the ground. Bring the hands by the chest, tuck the elbows in, compressing into a table or into a high plank. Push the tailbones up. We all meet in downward facing dog. Find the evenness in the palms first. Rotate the biceps forward. Keep the legs bent. And then release the heels toward the ground. Lift the right leg up, stack the right hip over the right, pressing into the right palm to keep your chest even toward the ground. Draw some big circles with that right knee. Reverse the circle. Big inhale, lift the right knee up. Exhale, draw the right knee into the chest. Tap the right elbow with the right knee. Tap the left elbow. Inhale, bring the right hip back over your left hip. Exhale, draw the right knee into the chest and step the right foot in between the hands and release your left knee down. Hands on the ground or on the blocks or on top of the right thigh. Tuck the thigh bones in. Find a spot that you can focus on. You can imagine you're breathing into that spot. Option to raise up the arms into a classic low lunge. Release the shoulders away from the ears. Inhale, reaching from the fingertips. Exhale, right hand grab the left wrist and side bend to the right side. Continue to focus on the spot that you chose, even in this unsteady shape. Option to release your right hand to the right side on the ground or on the block to provide some extra support from the ground. Inhale, lengthen to the left side. Next, I'll come back to center. Release your hands on the ground or on the blocks. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, pin your right hip back, straighten the right leg, pull the right toes towards you. Inhale, bend back in the right leg. Exhale, half split. Inhale. And a big exhale, straighten the right leg, Ardha Hanumanasana. Last time like that. Next time you bend into the right leg, release your left hand down, shimmy your right foot to the right side. Use your right hand to help to open the right knee. You may come up onto the pinky edge of the right foot. Inhale, lengthen to the spine. And exhale, rotate your chest up. Option on an inhale, raise up the right arm. Option 2 on an exhale, reach the right hand toward the back of the space, just like we did when we were on a seated pose. But still imagine the ghost of the right hand is pressing the right knee open. And cover your right hand down onto the floor. Step the left foot outside of the left hand. Release your tailbones down onto the... You can bring a block underneath your sit bone if you know you need that support in Malasana. Press your palms together, elbows against the thigh bones. Once again, you can steady your focus on the spot. You can also close your eyes if that works for you. Just to stay here for a moment to savor the resistance in between the palms, in between the thigh bones and the elbows. And notice the steadiness coming from those resistances. Slowly blink open the eyes. Extend your left arm out, right arm up. Option to stay here. Option to flip your right palm and bring the arm to your back for a half bind. Option to wrap your left arm around the left knee and walk your hands towards each other for a full bind. But either way, release your left ear towards the left shoulder. And come back to center. Extend your right arm out and left arm up. Flip your left palm, bring that arm to your back. Option to wrap your right arm around the right knee. Walk your hands together. Release the right ear towards the right shoulder. Come back up. Hands down, lift your tailbones up. Shimmy your feet to be hips distance. Inhale, hands on the shin on the blocks. Lengthen to the spine. Exhale, fold over the legs. Bring the blocks in front of you to towards the height. Hands on the blocks and sit your tailbones down into a chair pose. Option 2, bring the block in between the thigh bones. Raise up the arms by the ears into a classic chair. Inhale, lengthen through the spine all the way to the hands and to the tailbone. Exhale, fold over the legs. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, fold over and rise on empty. Hand to heart center. And by the side, Tadasana. Before we start our salute, make your Tadasana a bit intentional. As some of you probably have practiced with me before. You can once again get your eyelids heavy or close eyes. Just be playful by shifting your weight around the corners of the feet. Pull the kneecaps towards your pelvis. Engage the front of the legs. Imagine the cross line from the right shoulder to the left heel, and left shoulder to the right heel. And where that two lines meet is your center point. And shift your focus onto there. And breathe into that spot. We're gonna practice cross-leg water salute today, which is gonna introduce a lot of unsteady shapes. But if there's any other kind of salute that rather stick to, please go ahead. Otherwise, slowly blink open the eyes. Bring the left foot in front of your right. Hug the thigh bones into each other. Inhale, raise up the arms. Exhale, fold over the legs. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, step the right foot to the back left corner of the mat. Release your right knee down. Keep hugging the thigh bones into the midline. Raise up the arms, low line, but with crisscross leg. Hands down. Step the left foot back, so the left leg is underneath your right. Bend through the elbows. Inhale, pull the chest forward. And the upward facing dog with your right leg on top. Exhale, push the tailbones up. Downward facing dog. Lift the right leg up. Step the right foot to the left thumb. Release your left knee down. We're on the other side. Raise up the arms. Hug the thigh bones in. Hands down. Step the left foot behind the right. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, follow the legs, rise all the way up. Keep hugging the legs into each other. Arms up. Exhale, hand to heart center. That's half round. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, follow the legs. Step the left foot to the right back corner of the mat. Release the left knee down. Rise up into a low lunge. Hands down. Step the right foot back. Your left leg is on top of the right. Bend through the elbows halfway. Inhale. Pull the chest forward. Exhale. Press the tailbones up. Step the left foot to the right thumb. Release your right knee down. Raise up the arms. Exhale, hands down. Step the right foot behind the left. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, fold the legs and rise all the way up. Hand to heart center. And by the side, that's one round. We'll back to left foot in front of the right. We'll do one more time together. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold the legs. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, step the right foot to the left back corner of the mat. Release your right knee down. Hug the thigh bones in. Raise up the arms. Hands down. Step the left foot back in front of your right. Bend to the elbows on the exhale. Inhale, chest forward, upward facing dog. Exhale, tailbones up. Step the right foot to the left thumb. Release the left knee down. Raise up the palms. The hands down. Step the left foot behind the right. Inhale, lengthen to the spine. Exhale, fold over the legs. And rise all the way up. Exhale, hand to heart center. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold over the legs. Inhale, lengthen to the spine. Exhale, step the left foot to the right back corner of the mat. Release the left knee down. Raise up into a low lunge. Hands down. Step the right foot in front of the left. Bend to the elbows. Inhale, chest forward. Press the tailbones up. Step the left foot to the left thumb. Release your right knee down. Raise up the arms. Hands down. Step the right foot behind the left. Half split. And half lift, rather. Fold over and rise all the way up. Hand through heart center. another round. One more round on your own so you can create some space for your own practice. If you mess around the secret, it is fine. It's absolutely fine. You can also switch into other kind of salute that you're familiar with. And we'll all meet at the front of the mat at the end of your salute. If you're still flowing, take your time. If you already arrived at the front of the mat, you can come back into that intentional Tadasana. To recenter yourself, stay close to your breath. Stay close to that intention that brought you onto the mat tonight. If you're still flowing, take your time. Once you arrive at the top of the mat, gather the blocks and bring the tallest weight in front of you. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, sit your tailbones down into a chair. You can bring the hands onto the blocks if you know you're going to need support in this chair pose. Then start lift your left ankle and cross the left ankle over the right knee. Sit into a figure 4. Hands on the blocks. Option 2, bring the hands in front of the heart. I do like here a hack that using the left elbow to continue to press the left knee open because my left hip is slightly tighter than my right side. Flex the left foot, stretch the right outer hip. See if you can find back the spot that you've been focusing on in the unsteady shapes. Let it once again to guide you to focus. Stay steady, stay balanced. And step your left foot down, which has been opening the left side. And take a big step with your right foot. Spin down your right heel. Bend into left leg. Open arms into warrior 2. Bring the left knee towards the left pinky toe direction. Gaze over the left fingertips. Imagine your right arm are floating just as high as the left. Flip your left palm. Reverse your warrior. Straighten your left leg. Inhale, warrior 2. Exhale, rest your left elbow on the left thigh, right arm by the right ear. We'll flow through this quickly a couple times. Inhale, rise back up. Exhale, reverse. Inhale, warrior 2. Exhale, side angle, left elbow on top of left thigh bone. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, reverse. Last time. Side angle. Come back up into reverse. Rise back up, open the arms. You can shimmy your right foot slightly in. Reach your left hand forward. And release your left hand onto the left shin, left ankle, or on the ground into a Trikonasana triangle pose. Reach the right fingertips up toward the sky. Imagine someone stepping onto the right foot. Let the energy go in both directions, into the ground through the left hand, toward the sky through the right hand. Bend into the left leg. Walk yourself to the right side of the mat, parallel the feet, and fold over the mat. I'll turn around so you can see me. You can use a block here to catch the forehead. You can also hug the opposite elbows with the hands, with the left elbow at the bottom. Another option I'm going to offer is wrap your arms into an eagle arm with the left elbow underneath. Your palms may or may not touch. Then release the wrap of the eagle arms toward the ground. Stay strong through the feet. Rise all the way up. Heels in, toes out. With your tailbones down into a goddess, but with the eagle arms. Side bend to the right knee. Bring the elbows close to the right knee, all the way down to the ground. Then bring it all the way back to the back. Rise back up. That's one circle. We'll do twice more like that. Slow, slow, slow. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, rise back up. We'll switch direction. Take a big inhale, sit the tailbones down. Exhale, lower your elbows toward the left knee, all the way down to the ground. Right knee, rise back up. Left knee on the exhale. Slowly rise up on the inhale. Last time like that. Sit back into a goddess. Straighten your left leg. Point your right toes toward the front, gaze over the right shoulders. Back into warrior two, but with eagle arms. Open the arms. Bring the hands, right hand down, raise the right hand on the block on the ground, far away from the right foot. Stay strong to the right leg. Lift the left leg up into a half moon. Anjasana. Imagine there's a wall behind you that you're flexing your left foot and stomping on that left arm to the wall. Release your left hand down. Release your left foot down. Come into A yoga squat to release the tension behind the right leg. You can also just stay in a higher squat with the hands on the blocks. And when you're ready, slowly come back up, but try the other side. Bring the blocks back to the front of the mat if they moved away. Raise up the arms on an inhale. Exhale, sit your tailbones down. You can bring the hands onto the blocks first and cross the right ankle over the left knee. Figure 4. Option 2, bring the hands into the heart as prayer. And just like the other side, you can use the elbows to help to keep your right knee stay open. Flex the right foot. Find the steady point that you've been focusing on. One more big inhale. Exhale, step the right foot down and step the big step with the left foot back, spin down and left heel. Open the arms. Gaze over the right hand. Flip your front palm, reverse. Straighten the right leg. Inhale, come back up. And to warrior 2. Exhale, right elbow on the right thigh. Left arm by the left ear. Flow in between, inhale. Exhale, reverse. Warrior 2. Side angle. Next time when we're in reverse warrior, come back up. Shimmy your left foot slightly in. Reach your right hand forward. Release your right hand on the right shin or right ankle or on the ground. You can rest on the block if you have one. Trikonasana triangle pose. Reaching left hand high. Release your right shoulder away from the right ear. And bend into the right knee. Walk yourself to the left side of you. Parallel the feet, fold over the legs. You can rest your forehead on a block and stay there. Option 2, hug the opposite elbows with your hands, with your right elbow underneath. Option 2, wrap the forearm into each other. Palms may or may not touch into an eagle arm. And just drop the eagle arm wrap toward the ground. Stay steady on the four corners of both feet. And rise all the way up. Heels in, toes out. Sit your tailbones down into a goddess. Lift the elbows up so they don't drop toward the ground. And this time we start towards the left knee first. On an exhale, lower the elbows toward the ground. Inhale, right knee, right all the way back up. Exhale, lower the eagle arms toward the ground. Inhale, bring it back up to the shoulder height. Last time in this direction. Switch direction. And sit back into the goddess. Pretty sure I messed the direction last time because I turned around. But if you followed me last time and follow me this side as well, point your left toes toward the back of the space and open the arms. So we're in Warrior 2 on the left leg. Bring the left hand away from the left pinky on the ground. Bring the right leg up into half moon, Ardha Chandrasana. Step the right foot to the wall behind you. One more big inhale. Exhale, let everything out. Take a deep breath in. Next, lower your right foot down. Come into Malasana Yoga Squat. A block or without a block. You can also just rest your hands on the blocks and come into a high squat if that works better for you. When you're ready, come rise back up. We'll finish the practice with Dhanurasana, Eagle Pose. Bring the blocks flat by the side of your feet. Sit into a chair. And cross your left ankle over the right knee first. You can stay here. This is a bus with many possible stops. You can also slide the left foot onto the block and sit your tailbones down into a supported eagle. If you like to add arm variation, you can hug your opposite elbow with your hand with the left arm underneath. You can also wrap your arms into each other into an eagle arm, but lift the elbows to the height of the shoulders. Option to stay there. Option to wrap the left foot all the way behind your right ankle and sit your tailbones down. Find a steady point that you've been focusing on. Even your arms might be obstructing the view between your eyes and the spot. Imagine you're still able to see through it and focus on it, and breathing into it. One more big inhale. And exhale, unwrap the legs, unwrap arms. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold over the legs. And rise back up, move into the other side. Make sure that the block outside of the left foot. Sit into a chair. Cross your right ankle over the left knee. Option to slide the right foot onto the block. Wrap the legs around each other. Option to hug the opposite shoulders with the hands, with your right elbow underneath your left. Lift the elbows up. Option to wrap the forearms into each other. Lift the elbows up. Option to wrap the right foot all the way behind your left ankle. Seek for that steady point you've been focusing on. Unwrap the legs, unwrap the arms, big arms up. And exhale, follow the light. And slowly come down to the ground. And all the way down to your back. Bring the blocks and the blanket to be nearby. Open the arms, option to cactus the arms. Step the feet close to the sit bones. Inhale, lift the tailbone up, the low back, the mid back, upper back, into a bridge pose. Release the tailbone down. We'll pause a couple times like that. Inhale, lift tailbone up and to bridge. Exhale, release down. Inhale, back up. Exhale, release down. Next time, when your tailbone's back up, bring a block to the medium height or two blocks stacking on top of each other, lowers the height, and rest your tailbone on top of it. We're reopening the front hips that has been compressed in the eagle pose. Let your breath flow down. Option to extend both legs out. The fish pose. Further opening the front hip. Up your feet back close to the hips. Lift your tailbones up. And slide the block to the side. Hug the knees into the chest. Finish this practice with any other kind of shape you'd like to include tonight. For me, I'm gonna go with happy baby pose. Grab the outer edge of the feet. Pull the knees into the armpit. Press the tailbones down to the ground. And when you're ready, spread the legs out. Spread the arms out. Shavasana. If you're ready to come out, slowly wiggling your toes, your fingertips. Roll onto one side of your choice. And use your arms to support yourself into a comfortable seating. Keep your eyes closed if you can. And we'll take one more big inhale together. Inhale, open the arms and all the way up. Press the palms overhead. Exhale, bring the prayer in front of the heart. And one more big inhale. And exhale, let it out. Bow the head toward the heart. Thank you so much for practicing with me tonight. When you're ready, slowly blink, open the eyes.